Alright, figured I'd get this in the video. Looks like we've acquired some card styles, which I have to admit are nice, but I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, I'd rather have the cards. Not sure where that came from, but I'll claim it anyway. Alright, let's see. I guess we're going to go ahead and finish this one off. We need to attack with one more creature, but we'll go ahead and reset this blue or red spells. And we did not get a 700, but this is going to be easy to do with Sythis. We can finish this out with any deck. And 30 blue or black spells. We could play Gix, or maybe I would even play Toxrill. White or green spells, though. I wanted to play Sythis, so we'll go ahead and play Sythis. I did make some edits to this deck. Just a couple of them. I would really like to put Smothering Tithe in here, and I was kind of hoping I could get away with using a mythic wild card. I have 0 rare wild cards right now, which is pretty wild. I've got more mythics than rares, but they're more rares that I need than mythics. So I put in Hollowed Haunting because I played a mirror match Sythis deck, and this card ran me over, and I think I just either overlooked it and or didn't have it in my arena collection, so I didn't think about it. So this will give us another potential win con with the Sigil. And I don't know if Archons is a win con. Seems like the Sigil is harder for people to manage, but in my mind, it's something like that. It gives us evasion, and then it works really well with Ancestral Mask on one of the Pegasus tokens. So at least there's that. I also added a land tax, and there might have been another, but it was mostly the Hollowed Haunting and the land tax. And man, this card has been putting in work. If I turn one land tax, even on the play, like, we can just take some really good advantage of it and draw 3, 6, 9 lands. It's pretty wild. Definitely trying to make this deck as good as it can be, and still also dreaming of, like, the best deck. Because I want access to all of the colors. I want access to blue and black, I want access to red. I really like playing Grixis. Alright, so we go first. Our lands are fixed. We can play turn 1 tapped land. We have removal for something, potentially. We have turn 2 Shigeki, we have a combo piece, and Ancestral Mask is always good in this deck. So it seems like a good keep against a Magda. This is going to be interesting to see how they're playing their deck. So it's probably turn 1 Crossroads for white, and then turn 2 Hydra. Yeah, and we'll just keep the farmland too. That's actually really nice. Then our lands are just going to be fixed. Wow, Mishra's Bauble, and they're going to bobble us and see our land. That's nice. It's nice that we really didn't have to give away anything other than telling them that we were going to draw a land. So we'll play the Hydra. I think we just play Shigeki here. It's very likely they've got a Lightning Bolt or something, and just rather not waste my turn playing Sythis and getting it bolted, and then having to wait 2 more turns to play it again. Now we can farmland, and yeah, we're not going to play Sythis because it just doesn't make sense right now, so we'll go ahead and pass the turn. We'll probably use the Shigeki ability for the first time here. If they attack, we will definitely block it. Ooh, we milled our Archon, which is not great, but you know, I think that's actually okay. Blast Zone. Well, they're gonna have to kill their own Magda too, so I think this is fine. We've got, make sure we have enough white mana. Let's play Sythis. If they have a response, they have a response, but we're gonna get to trigger by casting Shigeki anyway, so we still get the draw and the life gain, even if they have like a lightning bolt or something. Wow, and that Kami was actually a super good draw, because now we just get to keep mana ramping. They're gonna hit Shigeki. I guess they didn't want us to bring it back and get to cast it again. Yeah, we'll put the planes on the battlefield. Okie dokie. We will take that. It's a nice little victory. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they killed Shigeki. Is what I'm most surprised at. Like, I really was expecting Sythis to get hit with the removal, unless I was just missing something and it was not the unless it was a piece that couldn't hit Sythis. All right, let's run it again. Oh no, I accidentally stopped the last video, so now there's going to be a cut. This will be like the first edited video, technically, since I just play and let them run. Exciting! Exciting times. I like these little tips that they give. I like the knowledge about QQ. If you hit QQ, it taps. I can't remember if it was all non-creature sources for mana. Might have to find out. Alright, so we have Plaza to help with Sythis, and then technically fixes if Sythis survives. We have removal that we can play even if Sythis doesn't, which is nice. And then we kind of just got some other stuff that it's going to take time to play, these two in particular. And who are we playing against? Sheoldred, which basically needs to be removed from the battlefield. I guess we just keep it and see how this goes. I feel like they're going to be able to remove Sythis pretty quickly. We basically just can't ever let Sheoldred stay on the battlefield, or else we're going to be in trouble, because we're going to draw a couple cards a turn. So if they don't have a cut down here, we're in really good shape. But I think we're just going to run it out, because next turn we've got Grasp and Candle Trap. But if they have cut down, they have cut down. Yeah. It's a 100 card deck. I think it's worth taking the risk of them not having cut down on turn 1. Still doing okay. We still have a green source now, and we have double white, so we get to remove Sheoldred here. And they wasted a Dark Ritual on that. That feels pretty good. So I guess actually we don't get to remove, do we? So this just gives it Defender. Man, I don't think that's worth playing. I think we just have to hold out here and wait until we can play Seal from Existence. Because giving it Defender just means we don't take 4 extra damage. I'm not too worried about that. If that's a mistake, then, well, we're about to live with it. Wishclaw Talisman. Are you going to give me a tutor? So they've maybe tried to build this up like a CEDH deck. Like Dark Ritual, Wishclaw Talisman. This is nice. That's a good draw. Just go ahead and seal the Sheoldred. They have something that they might want to do about it. They're gonna sack it and draw 2 cards. Okay, what a cool deck. We'll play this land, and then we'll pass the turn. That's fine. Now it costs 6, and they've already used their Dark Ritual, so they're playing pretty fast here. But our deck also comes out really fast. We're each gonna draw a card. Seems like an awkward time to play Rankle when I've got 5 cards in hand. Each player discards a card. Are they playing Reanimator? It's very possible. We're going to get rid of the Brilliant Restoration, I think. It's just too much mana, and honestly I might take it out of this deck. Oh, they discarded something that they can still benefit from. Ah yes, very wise, very wise. Well, then we're going to play Satyr Enchanter, and then we're going to Candle Trap the Rankle. And we're going to draw a card. And then if we can get Sythis on board, I guess we're not desperate for Sythis right now. Since we have the Enchanter, we can still Realm Breakers anything that comes in, like the Troll. I'll sack a goat, I don't really care. So this is pretty fine. We'll play the Visitor. We'll go ahead and just pacify the Troll. Seems pretty good. We'll power up the Enchanter, draw a card. Really needed to draw not even a green source, but just another land in general would have been nice. What is this? Oh, Waste Not. Okay, so this is like a discard sub-theme. We've got 2 tutors here, so no matter what they take, we're in pretty good shape. And I'd really be surprised if they take one of the other enchantments. Unless they just wanted to draw a card, of course, but why did they not take either of my tutors? Decline, obviously. It's funny. Okay, they've got 3 mana, so clearly like there's a removal spell, it seems like. Go ahead and play the Audacity on the Visitor, that way we can spread our luck between the Enchanter and the Visitor. Play that Forest, that was a great draw. Go to combat, get some damage in. Go ahead and play the Pilgrim here. And then will Idyllic Tutor? They might be able to make us discard, but I mean, even if they do, I don't know. I'm not too concerned with it right now. What do we want here? More draw? Do we want Enchantress's Presence? Maybe we want something like Wedding Announcement. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for something that I don't mind losing if they're playing more discard. I'm going to go for Wedding Announcement. Only because they played Waste Not. Like, Waste Not wouldn't be in the deck if they weren't playing pretty heavy discard theme. Which, it's like, well, why even tutor at that point, I guess, but... Okay, so they know what's in our deck. Decline, yeah. Do we want to Court of Calling here? I mean, we could just to find more mana, but what other creatures can we find that would be really good here? Like Destiny Spinner is one that I'm thinking of. Archon, I think, is in the graveyard. We really don't have a lot of creatures that are big impact. Alright, we'll just draw our card. Ranger class is not going to do it for us. This is kind of brutal. I think we're just going to have to be taking some damage from... I'll put it on the Visitor. Oh, there's our Sanctum Weaver. Now we don't even have to tutor for it. That's really nice. Play the Sanctum Weaver probably later. Go to combat, swing with the Visitor, get some damage in. Can't imagine they trade with Sheoldred here. That would be totally fine if they did, though. Play Sanctum Weaver. Let's power up the Enchanter here, make him a 4/4. We'll lose the life, that's fine. We'll play... Do we play Iganjo? We don't have any any way to use it right now, so go ahead and play it. In the turn, create a token, so now we can easily block Sheoldred with the token. Really need a way to get rid of Sheoldred, and that's something I don't think we have a way of doing. What do we want to get with Chord of Calling? It really wants to find Sanctum Weaver. So I don't actually know what we're going to get here. Skyblessed Samurai? Because we discarded our... Oh no, we didn't. That was last game. Well, I guess we can get our Archon. We're not going to sack anything to the troll. Pass to attackers. My turn. Let's go ahead and... X equals 4. I think we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, perfect. We have all the creatures and all the mana that we need to convoke a Chord of Calling. We'll search for Archon of Sun's Grace. That gives us some lifelink, and if we can resolve any enchantments, then our little Pegasi tokens are going to have lifelink too, so that'll be nice. Yep, we'll lose our life here, that's fine. I almost don't want to play any enchantments. We've got to find a way to get rid of Sheoldred here. Just going to go to combat. I could play Ranger class. I don't want to draw a card. We're down to 7. It's looking pretty terrible for us right now. Attack with the Satyr, attack with the Visitor, attack with the Archon. We need to gain some life here. And if they block the Satyr with Sheoldred, I kind of want it to die right now. So I feel okay about that. Sheoldred is a good matchup for us, for sure. Okay, so they're just going to take 8. We gain 3, which is really nice, and then man, I guess we play Ranger class, buff up the Archon. We're going to lose some life here. They're going to gain life. We're going to create a Pegasus. Probably wait on that. I don't want to Skrelv's Hive because we lose 3 life that way. That just seems really risky. Like, we lose 2 for drawing for Sheoldred. Next turn we lose 2 more. We lose 1 from the Hive. That's just too much. So we're going to end the turn. We're going to rely on our lifelink that we're creating here, and the fact that they currently can't block flying. We almost need a way to get rid of our own Satyr Enchanter. Okay. They're gonna Wishclaw for a... for what? That's a 6 mana. So unless they have a land in hand, they won't search for Breach the Multiverse. But I assume they'll search for something that can do direct damage, or... Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Okay. Oh. Oh, now they have a veto combo. Okay, I got it. So now they can win with like infinite damage and life gain if they can get through. So decline. Pass to attackers. So they can't do it yet. Whenever you gain life, so they gain life, I lose life, I lose life, they gain life. So we need to get rid of Veto, or Sheoldred, or both. So we're going to draw. That was not the best draw. Oh, it just triggers anyway with Sheoldred. Let's go ahead and activate Wish Claw on the Veto trigger. And then here we're just looking for removal. Something instant speed. Probably not Swords to Plowshares. This is why I don't like Wishclaw Talisman, because they didn't kill me and now I just get to search for an answer to their answer. Which is not great. So, how about Get Lost? You can have some map tokens instead. So, Veto on the trigger, Veto on the stack, I mean, we'll go ahead and just get rid of that. They get to gain 2. We still only live for one more turn. Our Satyr Enchanter is still not really helping us here. And we can't draw because of Sheoldred, so... How much can we do here? Let's play Command Tower. Let's definitely buff up the Ranger class. Yeah, I can't really do the math here. We're just going to swing with everybody and see what happens. All attacks except for the goats and Sanctum Weaver, because that's just a 0, and then we'll just see how much damage we get in. We'll put another counter on the Archon, go to blockers. It seems like we're going to gain 7 life here, and then we might have a pretty good chance. I don't care about the Pilgrim dying. Certainly don't care about the Enchanter dying against the Sheoldred. Right now we're just playing the slow life gain win and like waiting for our draw outs. I wouldn't mind Swords to Plowshares against Sheoldred. I wouldn't mind Fateful Absence against Sheoldred. And I like this Clackbridge Troll. I don't think I own this card. That would be really good for Gix, I think. I like the draw aspect there. So they're going to block our 2/2. And they're going to take a whole bunch of damage. And then we gain 7. That feels really good. And then probably just going to go ahead and... Let's see, we're going to draw, we're going to lose. I really don't want to play anything here. I am going to use the Sanctum Weaver. Look at that. 6 green, that's really nice. Get to look at the top card of our library at any time. So we have a Plains coming. We really don't have anything coming. But they're going to have to do something about our board because next turn they're dead just to our Archon of Sun's Grace with 6 flying. Well, okay, they're dead to our Archon and our Pegasus token. They're going to Wishclaw again, hopefully this time for something that's actually going to win them the game. Oh, goodness. This would be a good time to have a bargain effect to get rid of the Wishclaw Talisman. Peer into the Abyss. So, the triggers go onto the stack. Which means they're gonna happen, but what can we do? We can Kami, and that's it. Let's It's the only card we can play is the Kami. Channel, discard 2 cards. What else can we do? I don't know why they didn't peer into the abyss last time. Man, and Swords to Plowshares is right here. So the problem is that we swords. The triggers still resolve even if Sheoldred dies. So we'd have to like swords and then somehow win the game on the stack. And this deck I don't think has a way to do that right now. So, okay. Good game. Well, at least it was an interesting one. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Peer into the abyss. Yeah, that's a good win con. That's so funny. Sweet. Claim our prize, claim our gold. Might as well open this pack, see what we get. Alright, cool. Some stuff that I just obviously don't have any of this stuff. I've not been playing Ixalan. Unstable Glyph Bridge. 20 ETBs if you cast it. For each player, choose a creature with power 2 or less, then destroy all creatures except... Okay, I see. But we get to choose. That's really nice. And then for 5 you get to craft, and you get a 5/3 flyer. Can't attack you. Interesting. So if they attack, they can't cast spells. If they cast a spell, they can't attack. That's cool. Alright. I want to see what is going on in the store. Because they had those Urza lands. I think that I'm improperly calling Urza lands. They were like some special land, but they just have the Urza logo. I'm forgetting what they are now. Alright, so they just have card styles in here. Let's go check out our mastery. I'm not paying, so I don't get any of this stuff. But I did put my first orb in the blue section, so now we get a waterlogged Hulk card style. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, I'm going to end the video here, and then I will be back for another one. Thanks for watching.